Everything wrong with modern football. Turning up at turnstiles for a ticket. When FA Cup Day meant something. When the Dutch were good at football. Football worse today than it's ever been.
Oh, you're right there, lad. Imagine the prices turning up at turnstiles now. Absolutely unbelievable. Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be having a good look at ticket prices. And, well, it's Leeds United's ticket prices that are under the spotlight this weekend, Derek.
Yep.
Now, are you joining us again, Derek, by the way? Thanks a lot for joining us.
Never off this programme.
I was going to say, you've been in quite a lot of these last 40 minutes or so. But, yeah, this has been some very expensive tickets released by Leeds United. Let's start off with just the headline of it. There's two different ways. There's your general advanced, which you sort of expect. That's the sort of thing where you buy in advance, you get a bit of a discount on there. And then there's the match day general admission ticket price, which if you turn up to the turnstiles, you want to sit in the east central or lower west stand or the east upper. That'll cost you 49 quid, Derek, for an adult ticket. That's expensive.
That is a lot of money, isn't it? I'm not too sure that's a good deal.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. Totally agree.
It's astronomical prices, actually. I mean, what games is that against?
That's your Category A+. I don't know exactly what that stands for, Category A+. But you've only got the three categories released. Category A+, Category A and Category B. So I imagine the bigger games, the ones where it looks like it's going to be a sellout against Sheffield Wednesday and some of the Middlesbrough, I imagine it's probably going to be something like that as well.
Yeah, but it's an awful lot of money. £49 for Championship football. It's got a lot of people talking about it on Twitter. I've seen over the weekend. It's just that fans are just getting priced out the game now, aren't they?
Yeah, that's it.
I know the fans came back in their droves to Ellen Road last season because of a right feel-good factor under Gary Monk. Maybe they're sort of thinking that will just be the same next season, but supporters, if they think it's too dear, they won't turn up. Yeah,
that's true. That's exactly it. And at the end of the day, you can only go to what you can afford.
Yep.
You know, that's the depressing thing about it. And what you've also got to do is get this 40 quid membership out of the way as well, which to sort of priority home tickets and all the rest of it, priority away tickets. So, I mean, you look at it there, you buy your £40 membership, you get 2 tickets and 2 tickets for the kids, you're looking at 180 quid before you've even started.
I don't like that either. It should just be you buy a season ticket and then you can have an opt-in option. Where you can opt in for like away games and what have you.
Yeah.
And when the club can just debit your account.
That's it, because at the end of the day, especially with Leeds United, there's going to be quite a lot for an away following. There always is, there always has been, there's always going to be that. And that's probably the depressing thing about it when I look at it, because I look at Huddersfield Town charging 199 quid. I look over at Bradford City charging 149 quid. Imagine what you could do if you had season tickets, maybe even more expensive than that, 250, something like that. That would be full every week.
Exactly, and that's what you want. You don't want empty seats at grounds, and you fear there might be a few empty seats with the prices there. If it comes to 2:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday, and you're thinking, oh, I'm not getting anything to today, I'll go down Ellen Road.
Yeah.
And you walk down, it's £49. What?
Yeah, exactly.
Then you're just rethinking your plans and going somewhere else.
Yeah, that's
unless
exactly
you're a diehard and you'll pay whatever.
Well, that's it, and that's where it comes to. It comes to the diehards when you look at this sort of thing. And some people, I mean, quite a few people have got in touch with this on Twitter. Thanks for everyone that's got in touch with this one. Wakey White got in touch and he says, can see why they do it, but it's sad. I don't have that kind of money to throw at 2 hours of entertainment. Maybe only make 5 games this year. That's where the depressing thing comes into it, because people can only afford maybe 5 games a season, where you're talking 250 quid or so on. I mean, they're not the only team to do it. I mean, I've looked at Sheffield Wednesday. They've also done, I've had a look at their prices. A category, I mean, for some reason, Sheffield Wednesday have Category A to Category G.
Right, okay. What's G like?
That must be like either first round of the League Cup, or if they're in the Checker Trade, something like that, surely.
I mean, that's 7 categories.
That's 7 categories, exactly. There's only 24 teams in the Championship. That's what I can't understand. But you look at them, in the Cup it's 42 quid, in the North Stand it's 45, in the South Stand it's 49 quid.
And I'm reading here, last year at Sheffield Wednesday were the most expensive in the league at £49, and that was reduced by £3 from the previous season.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, it's absolutely incredible that you can charge that amount of money for Championship games.
That's it. That's exactly
not Premier League games here, we're talking about Championship. I mean, like you say, you mentioned Huddersfield, they'll be charging less for Premier League games.
Yeah.
There'll be other teams charging less for Premier League games as well. I'm sure there's other teams out there.
I think Burnley's fairly reasonable as well, you know what I mean? It's not overly expensive over at Burnley. So, yeah, I mean, that's the depressing thing. But what it brings up here, Derek, is I'm bringing up two teams. They don't have parachute payments. You know, that's the crux of it. Do you think that we're getting to a point where the parachute payments are just, you know... That's
another everything wrong with modern football episode in itself. All parachute payments, that is, for me, I'd scrap them.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's just that I would scrap them as well because the fact the likes Aston Villa get another parachute payment this year. Because I think they get it for 2 years running, is that right?
That's it, yeah.
So why rewarding failure?
Yeah. No, I agree
so
there.
The Premier League are giving you £90 million or whatever because you dropped down.
Yeah.
So they're thinking, they'll come back up. If you fail to come back up after that, then what's going on?
That's it.
And if you go down again after that, then there's serious misdemeanours happening behind the scenes if you can't come up after 2 parachute payments.
No, I know exactly what you mean there.
So it's not a level playing field, and I just don't. I'd just scrap it.
Well, that's the problem there. I mean, it's not even teams that have got the parachute payments. You know, they might have sat on that money. They might be keeping that money. And you can tell from the teams that, for me, are going to be up and around there. Middlesbrough, Villa. You know, you look at Norwich. You know, obviously they've been up there recently. Sunderland. I don't know about Sunderland, to be fair. That just seems like a mess. But even then, you've had Cardiff in recent years that have gone up and had parachute payments and so on. And I don't know if that's what skews it. I don't know if that's why they have to put it up so high to try and compete with it. But it's just a sad state of affairs that some clubs just look like they're out of it a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I'd like to see the clubs come out and just explain the reasoning behind the pricing, just to sort of tell us why it's so high.
Yeah, that's it.
Because I think there's going to be so many supporters that are just dismayed by that. 49 quid to go and watch your team in action just seems ridiculous.
Yeah, it does seem absolutely bizarre. And I did have actually Bradford Terrier got in touch, Huddersfield Town fan. He actually got in touch on this, and he said it's far too much. It's simple. We blew the parachute payments, can't compete argument out of the water last season, which they did. They offered the cheapest season ticket in the Championship and actually ended up going up.
We did. Brighton, same day, but they went up as well. No parachute payment for them as well, so it can be done, but it's just not a level playing field, really. And I like to see it be that. And it's disappointing if clubs that are up in the season ticket prices just to sort of compete. It's just the punter misses out, basically. The punter loses out.
Yeah,
that's the real loser out of all this.
That's very, very true.
So but then, I mean, if you're going to the game, say you're taking your family along, 2 kids or what have you, you're buying pies, programmes, and I mean, you're not getting any change out of 100 quid.
Yeah, that's it. I totally agree. Everything is more expensive, from the shirts to the ticket prices to just about everything. I mean, we could do it all in one Everything Wrong About Football. We won't be here till about Ireland White at 6 o'clock. But no, you're right there. I just want